Greetings, YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of Silver Dad Knows. So as you can see right here, I am showing off a Krugerin, I am showing off an American Eagle, and I am showing off a Philharmonic. I will be featuring the Don't Tread on Me coin. I did talk about it, I believe, few episodes ago, but particularly I want to focus on the Krugerin, the American Eagle, and of course, the Philharmonic. So to begin, the Krugerin, guys, originally when I got into this game, I really didn't know anything about silver, so just off the little that I did know, I was buying the American Eagles, and that was the only coin, well, that was the first coin that I purchased and the only coin that I was purchasing. Eventually, I did more research and I started to learn that these South African Krugerins, they're essential if you're silver stacking. Essential because, you know, everybody's going to be trading for them. Everybody's looking for them. And anybody who's serious in the silver game, they're going to be holding a stack of these. You know, it's just one of those coins where everybody's going to have it. Now, the American Eagles, personally, I used to think they were the best. Now, I do not seek them. I do not purchase them. And then I noticed that people really don't buy them from me often. Of course, I'll sell them here and there, but I'm really not selling them, which means that they're really not desirable, as in the market around me. You know, I'm not saying they're not popular nationwide, but here in the market locally, they're not so popular. Same thing for the Philharmonics. You know, the Philharmonics, excellent buys when I first got into the silver game. These were the first coins that I was told, hey, like if you want to really get good coins, buy the Philharmonics. These are some of the best troy ounces to be getting your hands on. So of course I got the Krugerins and I got a bunch of these. I definitely have more Philharmonics than I do Krugerins. So of course I need to be stacking on my Krugerins because right now, guys, America is in free fall. We care more about pronouns than we do common sense. We care more about emotions rather than what's right. Feelings over facts. We're going to see lawsuits go up because people are getting more desperate. Real estate is going down right now big time, along with all kinds of entrepreneurs. All kinds of entrepreneurs, babysitters, independent contractors, drug dealers, even hookers. They're entrepreneurs too. The Fed keeps printing money and they pay you no interest on it, but yet you keep saving it. Choose your teachers wisely, because most of them, they're full of it. I've learned more about money and life playing Monopoly than I did in 5 years of college. The average baby boomer's 401k has only $65,000 in it. $65,000 to last them a lifetime. How? There's no way. The bad times are the link to the best times. If only you can see it. Unfortunately, much of this generation, especially the younger, they don't see it. And once it passes, they'll never recover. There's three types of people in this world. There's fragile, which is what our Marxist school systems keep creating. Fragile, wimpy, clueless snowflakes. Then we have robust people. You can drag them through the mud. You can kick them while they're down. You can curse them to their grave. And they'll take it. They'll always take it. Then there's anti-fragile individuals, where when attacked and beat, they get smarter and they get better. I say this because our economy is quietly going into a depression. But don't be scared. If you're prepared, if you're anti-fragile, you're going to make the most money you've ever made in your entire lifetime. Many baby boomers want to blame their woes on everything and everyone, like entitled millennials. Hey, old man, hey, old lady, how about putting on some running shoes? How about changing your diet? How about going outside and getting some fresh air? You see, many of these boomers, they're part of the problem of why this country has slipped. In fact, they're most likely the cause. The best teachers are not in universities. The best teachers are here on YouTube. The best teachers are here on YouTube. Wake up. Patrick David, Dan Pena, Dave Ramsey, and this is just to name a few. Your iPhone can be your best friend. It's a moneymaker in every aspect. You know, every aspect. Sadly, many are choosing TikTok over profit. Remember, Poor Dad had his PhD. PhD, poor helpless, and desperate. And, today it's so wild, the universe that we live in. One of my customers, young kid, 22 years old, I come to learn that his father was my teacher in high school. Check this out. I just wanted to kind of get off topic here. See, so they're just gorgeous coins, these American Eagles. Like I said, even though I'm not seriously stacking anymore, it is also because I have like 20 of them. So it's one of those things where I have a bunch of them, and that's why I'm not seeking them anymore. But they are really good looking coins. And this is American as it gets when it comes to troy ounces, here in the United States. So certainly you do want to have, you do want to have at least 10 of these laying around, in your stack. But anyways, going back. So my customer, 22 years old, his dad was my teacher in high school, a math teacher. And all this time has gone by, and his father literally was poor dad, became rich dad. He was telling me that his father owned a huge apartment complex. As soon as he retired as a teacher, and he retired young, I guess he retired like in his early 40s, but he took all his money and he invested it in real estate. And he was telling me that he owned almost 30 units. He collects almost 30 rents a month. The dude doesn't work. And as my customers tell me this, I kind of smirk and I'm like, so you're telling me your dad's a millionaire? And he looked at me and he said, yes, many times over. And see, it's so inspirational. I just think it's phenomenal how, hey, he did what it took. He was a teacher. He got his education. Nothing wrong with that. He busted his butt and he used his capital. He used his debt as leverage to become a rich man. And you gotta hand it to him, because there's all these teachers, boom, they retire. What are they doing? Nothing. They're dying. And that really goes for every profession, every single profession. Because it's like, unless you're gonna go be a lawyer, and I'm talking about a beast lawyer, high corporate lawyer, stressful life, you'll make the money. Stressful life, but you will make the money. Or a doctor, stressful life, but you'll make the money. Unless you want to go through that, put yourself through all that schooling, you don't even start making money till you're in your 30s. To me, that's a headache. Why not just go be an entrepreneur from the get-go? Go be a B salesman, hardly responsibility, go make all the money you want, work when you want, and you have no debt. You have no student loans to worry about. You just move. While all these other people are distracted with the books, while all these other people are being held back financially, you are making it happen in the streets. And at the end of the day, guys, everybody's like, oh, I want to be rich. I want to be a millionaire. Well, get in the streets. No person who is self-made becomes a multimillionaire unless they learn how to become an animal in the streets. Anybody can go to university. I went to university. Get in the streets. And that will really set you apart. Most people don't have what it takes to elevate in the streets, but it's the streets that will make you a millionaire. Not these universities, don't be fooled. Not these universities who are teaching you about pronouns, who are teaching you about communism, who are embracing Marxism, anti-God behavior, anti-patriot behavior. That's why I'm so glad I'm no longer at university. I'm back where I've always been, in the sales game. And it's like, wow, I'm so blessed. Hey, this was paying everything while I went, paid for my house, paid for my family. It's like, who can do that while they go to school? I did it, thank God. But now it's like I'm out. I learned a lot. It was mostly, it really was beneficial from a literary standpoint. My vocabulary has enhanced. I know a lot more about the world, but it's like, man, it definitely, certainly did not teach me more about the world than I already knew by living in it, by surviving in it. So, guys, Silver Dad Knows, thank you so much for joining me for another episode. I have a bunch of these right now. I was discussing them last video, the Dwight D. Eisenhowers, the early 70s. Really, really, really some of the best silver that you can have in your stack. Keep in mind, it is only 40% silver. However, highly sought after, highly, highly, highly sought after right now in the present. And in the future, these things are just going to continue to escalate in price. I wouldn't doubt it in the coming years if they're going for $50 a pop. I just really wouldn't doubt it. And that's really the point they're getting to. Some of them are already going for that amount. depending on what you're looking for and depending the grade. But guys, go to my description, check me out, Silver Dad Knows on my eBay account. You hit me up, you tell me you're a subscriber, you watch my videos. I will hook you up with any of my coins at your choosing at cost. So just let me know, guys, whatever you want. But just thank you so much for joining me as always. This coin, I really didn't get to it, but a lot of people have been buying it, and that's why I'm showcasing it right now. I have a few of these right now, but I have a lady who's buying them for me every other week. I mean, that's just one of my many customers. But I have, it's funny, you think, oh my gosh, this is a conservative coin, this is a Republican coin. I have a dude who's a plumber, can't even speak any type of English. He loves these coins. He's always buying them for me. And I mean, I don't know what his political stance is, but he can't speak any English, guys. And he loves these. So as always, God bless you. God bless America.